being on our ascension pathway means taking responsibility for our frequency. So that's on all areas and all levels of our life. That's clearing out the people that don't match anymore, the places, the job maybe. But it's also clearing out the frequency that we perhaps have held for a long time in our physical body, in the organs of our body. And one of those things that's really, really important is clearing away the old frequencies of medication. So medication used to be more natural. So actually these synthetic medicines were actually made from the concept of plants, etc. But they have been altered so much that they have become a synthetic property. And our physical bodies now are raising to such a frequency that it's really hard for our bodies to actually assimilate any of this medication now. When we were children, we were given vaccination. I definitely was. Childhood vaccinations. Just going to go onto my YouTube and see if anyone's coming on live. I'm going to say hi to you. And one of the things with that is that it stays within our system. And I was very fortunate on Monday. I was working with one of my soul family, and we were doing a private session. And what came out during that private session was a new galactic crystal healing chamber. And this one was for clearing synthetic medicine. So this client I was working with, I was guided to put them in this chamber whilst I'm working with them. And then I was guided to channel it so that you guys could actually have it as well. And so one of the things about this is that we need to keep our frequency and our energy fields so clear at the moment. As we're approaching, tomorrow night, I'm holding my full moon in Leo astrological healing event, intuitive astrology. So I'm holding that. I'll leave the link below. But it's on my website. You can find it on my website as well, which is susankennard.co.uk. But essentially, we're approaching this full moon, and the full moon is shining a light on areas in our life and areas in our body. And the thing with this is that we're being shown more and more what isn't a match to our frequency or what isn't a match to our mission. So thank you for joining me on my channel. I am known as a spiritual scientist, so I really love to look at the science, and my background is very scientific, but I'm also a channel for spirit. So when I get given this information, I feel compelled to share it with you, because I not only have to clear out those old dense frequencies on a constant basis, but you need to as well. I happen to be a teacher. That's what I do. I teach and help people to align more fully to their mission. And in any way that I can do that, I will do that. So I just want to share my screen. I don't normally do this actually, but I'm going to share my screen today. No, not that one. I'm not. Hold on. Let me just see if I can share. Not that, not that. Bear with me a second, because I really want to share something. I'm just going to find it. Here it is. Okay. Yeah. Right. I'm going to share my screen. So this is the synthetic medication healing chamber. So you can find this on my website. And what this is helping you to be in your fifth dimensional energy. So we're stepping into this 5D earth, the ascension pathway. And our bodies cannot hold this anymore. Now this, is quite a controversial thing to say on a YouTube channel, but I'm choosing to say it. And I think it's really important to say it. And as we move into this higher frequency, It's important for all light workers and light warriors, on their ascension pathway. And it clears out within the organs and the lymphatic system, the digestive system, everything. And your ability to connect to source and your guides will become a lot clearer the stronger your frequency is, meaning the higher vibration that your frequency is. So I invite you to step into that. If you want to step into that, it's a remote chamber. I have many of them on my website. You'll see, you can scroll down, including animals and children. And the ones that you can buy for other people are is the universal love one. So you can, gift that to anyone you would like. All the rest have to come from the person themselves. So they have to choose whether it's right for them or not. It's a soul contract. Okay. So looking at that, thinking about that, many of us, including myself, have had, I had loads and loads and loads of antibiotics as a child, just always consistently had sore throats. Now I know what sore throats are about and the understanding of the body, the soul, and how that affects the whole universal system. You know, sore throats are about trying to express yourself but not able to do it. Okay. So it was trying to heal all the time. But of course, the antibiotics suppressed all of that back in. And so each time we had this incredible shift going on, my body would try and release it. And each time it was given antibiotics. Now, that's not a judgment for, my parents doing that. That's what they did. That's what we did when we were younger. But now we have got such an understanding of our body and such an understanding of who we are as a soul having a human experience. And we know that this physical body is a barometer for our soul. Okay. So it's always talking to us. And on my membership, the Soul Family, the Soul's Mission membership, I constantly talk about this because we have to realize that we are mind and body, but we're also soul, and all of that is interconnected. There is no separation between any of those at any time. Okay, so we are going to do a process in a moment, but I just really wanted to talk to you about that because it is key. And one of the things about raising our vibration is really where we can hear more clearly what is right for us, what's right for our body, what's right for our life and our whole mission. It allows us to connect more deeply with our inner guidance, our GPS for the soul, but it also allows us to connect more clearly to those guides and angels and to those loved ones if we choose to work with them that want to assist us on our journey. Okay. So I hope that makes sense to you. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Kim and Klaus. Hi, Klaus. Lovely to see you. For anyone else that's watching, feel free to say hi. So I'm going to do a guided visualization meditation, and I'm just going to trust my team. I've been working today with my channeling group. So we hold a group called Channeling Your Message to the World. And it was so beautiful because they all worked in partnership. So they worked together in twos and were giving each other messages, connecting with their team of guides and connecting with the partners' guides to listen to the messages that were right for that person. So there was a particular aspect of their life that they were tuned in about, and then a message, in fact, many messages. And it was so amazing how I'm watching all of these beautiful souls really expand their ability to channel and bring their message to the world. And next week, we're going to be writing, so bringing channeled messages through. So if you're interested in the next season of my channeling class, which will be in a few months' time, then definitely sign up to my newsletter because I will be sending that out soon, and I'll send out the dates. It's a 6-week class where you get to really work with your guides and channel your message to the world. Okay, so part of that is trusting your guides. So here we go. So let's come into our heart space. And just breathe into your heart, and really connect with that sacred heart, your thymus thyroid. Each part of the endocrine system is connected to the chakras, the energy centers. And if you think about your thymus is really responsible for your immune system. And I'm sure you've heard of the word T cell. It's been bandied around a lot recently. So these T cells are your thymus cells, and they are responsible for your immune system, your lymphatic system, and really kind of managing those parts of you. But it's also connected to your mission. Okay, so this is your sacred heart. And so I want you just to focus your energy into your sacred heart. And just come into that light. So I want you to imagine that this area of your heart space becomes a beautiful platinum sparkling light. Yeah, thank you. So what the guides are saying is that we're actually going to be working with the messages our body is trying to tell us. So we're going to go into this light here in our heart. And just imagine that each one of your cells are lighting up with this incredible frequency of platinum light, sparkling light. And breathe as you go, just breathe into that. I want you to draw your attention to your feet, and just under your feet is your beautiful Earth star, connecting you to Mother Earth. And then draw your attention to your heart again and up to the crown of your head, and connect with your soul star. And then bring in that beautiful energy down, creating a cylinder or a bubble of light. And then we're going to invite in our guides. I'm just going to invite them in. They're already there, but we're just going to invite them in. They work for us to help us and support us and guide us. Good, and you may get a sense of galactic guides, or you may get a sense of just an energy or angelic presence, or you may know your guides really, really well. So you just feel that sense there. And I want you to imagine that your guides are being the laser beam scanner for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to connect with your guides, and you're going to ask them to scan your body with you, almost like a laser beam, and to help you connect with a message that your body is trying to convey to you. All right, so you may have, a part of your body that you're very aware of is out of balance or dis-ease in any way, and know that that is your body, your soul talking to you via your body. Okay, and dis-ease is always stress, it's always related to an unwanted emotion. Okay, so a disclaimer there that I'm not a doctor and I don't claim to heal or cure. I'm just helping you understand from the perspective of my training, my understanding, and the guides' influence here, helping me help you. So just feel that laser beam of light and connect in and ask, what do I need to know about my body? What is it trying to show me? What do I need to listen to? And so just really come into that peace and that silence. And even if you don't get a message, know that the intention of connecting with your guides, connecting with your body is 50% there. And you might like to journal on this. So you might want to just come back and open your eyes for a moment. You might like to journal. I have a journal. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, let's see if I can share it. This is a really good way if you want to work with your guides. The guides created this actually. So that's my book, Awaken the Light Within Your Heart, which is a channeled book with healing and guidance. And this is the Journal of Insight you might like to get, which gets on my website or on Amazon. And it's where you get to work with your guides. So, for example, that what just came to me is that you could actually sit with your body and you could have your journal and listen and just write what comes to you. What, perhaps what's your back trying to tell you? What's your heart trying to tell you? What's your liver trying to tell you? What are your eyes trying to tell you? So, whatever it might be. And then you could journal the messages that you get from that. And as you become clearer in your intention, the more that you actually sit with your guides and you sit with yourself, the more you're actually going to get the answers. So it'd be really, really interesting to hear what came out from that, what you actually got. And please share it, off the live, share it in the chat off the live so that I can reply to it. If you share it in the live, I don't get to see it, but I get to see it when it's off the live. I really value the fact that I have my background in science, in psychology, psychotherapy, neuropsychology, and naturopathy, many, many different modalities. But that also I have the ability, the clairvoyant ability and clairaudient ability to be able to hear and see what's going on in the body. And if you want an opportunity to work with me, the avenue that you can do that is to come into my membership program, which is called the Soul's Mission Membership, which is on my website, Susan Kennard, once again, .co.uk. And also, there is one session on my website. And so from the spring, you'll be able to find slots that you can work with me to do this ascension activation. Is a healing and reading for the ascension pathway. So you can do that. But if you're a member, you can get to see me earlier than the spring, okay? Because my diary opens earlier for my members. So it's been great to have you here today. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. I really appreciate your support. Please leave me a comment. I read all of them. And feel free to share this with your friends. And don't forget that on Friday mornings at 7:30 a.m., I have a pre-recorded 5-minute frequency tune-up where the guides come in and do an activation or a healing depending on what I get guided to do. So much love for now. I hope to see you on the full moon in Leo on Friday night at 9 p.m. on Zoom. And until then, I look forward to sharing your light, sharing my light with yours. And I hope you have a lovely evening. Much love for now. Bye for now.